historic orchards of the Mormon settlement of Fruita, first established in the 1880s. Settlers here and their descendants lived a very isolated life, growing small crops in addition to the orchards. They did trade and barter the fruit with other small towns east and west, but transporting the harvest by wagon was a pretty arduous journey. At its peak, Fruita was the size of New York, when New York was only made up of 10 families. Though it was not necessarily the intention, the establishment of the Capitol Reef National Monument and later the National Park began the end of the community of Fruita. Almost all of the structures have been removed, but there are a few preserved and worth visiting, including the blacksmith shop, the Ripple Rock Nature Center, and the Gifford Homestead. If we're feeling like we need a little snack before we continue, freshly baked fruit pies at the homestead are a real treat. Interestingly, the orchards are managed by the park to preserve their historic character, and they're watered with an irrigation system supplied by the Fremont River and essentially in original condition. If you're lucky enough to be in Capitol Reef when the fruit is in season, you're allowed to pick and eat the fruit from the original orchards. We'll talk more about Fruita as we return from the scenic drive.
Learn more.
My name is Dewey Gifford, and I was a farmer and rancher in Fruita from 1928 until 1969. For much of that time, we had no running water, electricity, or telephone. There was little cash to be had from farming, so I had to be away when I was young. I worked on the state road, herd sheep, and ran cattle in the South Bay. But the most pleasant memories I have were those of family, farming, and friends here in Fruita. Until 1940, we used all teams and horse-drawn implements, mostly for growing and cutting alfalfa for animal feed. The orchards, of course, took a lot of work, but we had beautiful fruit: apricots, peaches, pears, apples, plums, and cherries. We trucked a lot of it out of Fruita for cash sale or traded for grain with other farmers near Low and Lima. All my children were raised here and attended the one-room school. Life wasn't much different from the 1880s when pioneers first settled here. You had to be very self-sufficient to make it. Most everybody here had been raised as Latter-day Saints, but some weren't very active. We held Sunday school over in the schoolhouse. The 8 or so families here got along pretty good, considering the isolation. Oh, we didn't agree on everything.
Just around this bend is parking for the Gifford Homestead if we're tempted by the idea of pie before we set out on the scenic drive. We all love pie, don't we? Come on. The home at the Gifford Homestead also acts as a gift store for a local souvenir. We can continue straight if we're ready to begin the scenic drive now. The distance is short, but we should expect to spend at least a couple hours to see all the main sights on the drive. The Ripple Rock Nature Center will be on our right after this bend. It's across the road from the blacksmith shop. The Nature Center has displays and information especially aimed for kids. If we have any budding junior rangers on board, or dare I say, the much cooler budding junior geologists, then it's a pretty entertaining diversion. Though if you've been listening to my tour, if you go in there, they might already think you're an expert. And you already know why it's called Ripple Rock. If we don't stop, we'll be back at the highway junction in just a minute or two.
Water treatment plant. Take part. Yeah. Let's put that old spark way down here. How's that?
The dust is flowing.
Yeah.
All right. Stop for PD strings.
Boy, I'm telling you.
What did I say? It said PD strings. Hey, there's horses over there.
Please do not feed horses butts.
No, you feed the other end. You don't feed horses butts, you feed the other end.
I'm talking about you. You're the horse's butt.
Okay.
How are you? Huh? You a good girl? Well, neck her up, huh? Neck her up. Neck her up. I don't know what you want, Rod.
Thank you. Are you stuck?
Sign said don't feed the horses butts. I said, you don't feed the horses butts, you feed the other end.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Well, they got to work on their.
Are those pears?
Yeah, pears.
Oh man, I love
I
pears.
got a red one over there, and he's way over there. I don't think the horse is gonna let me. No, I can't get back there. The good ones. Horses are in the way.
Huh. Here, take this.
Huh?
Take this, let me see if I can reach it.
Reach what?
Okay.
Help me.
Need help?
Let's go in. Chicken dipping sauce. I wonder what that's made with. Honey, vinegar, tomato. Sugar, molasses. What would you prefer? Apple, mixed berry, or cherries?
I'm gonna look in here.
Okay. Wondering if these, like, even in the bag, would it crumble or fall out, do you think? Okay. Let's go for an apple.
Is all the fruit grown here for the pies?
It does not come from the park, but it is a Utah mango. All of the fruit that we grow is picked by the visitors.
Oh,
So,
Okay. So
It's ready for you.
Oh, it is?
Yep, $9. You just tap right in. You want a receipt?
No, it's fine.
need your cash back on yourselves?
No.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, probably, they closed it up.
you have to find,
Probably.
you can get like a dollar store too, but it's like they charge you more if you want cash back. So if you want like. It's like $5. Like, we do like $4.95.
Mason bar belt, mason jar jewelry. Made out of just mason jar. Hey, this is not your camper. But not for that price.
What? $6?
$13.95.
Oh,
Pretty.
yeah, that's a...
Hot in here.
Oh my gosh. Never been wasting them.
They got cinnamon rolls too. Gifford Barn story. Nobody in here. Don't look. All the horses are over yonder.